Man, we gonna test this audio out right here, man. Had to switch the mic up a little bit. Um, it seemed like the level might be a little better. Let me test, mic test, mic test, mic test, mic test, mic test. I don't think I hear all the static I was hearing before. Let me see if I can play something. Let me see if I can play something. Oh man, he talking about. I know he just didn't.
In late September, Donald Trump
I know
promised
he
to send the
didn't.
National Guard into Memphis after doing the same
I know he
exact
didn't.
thing in Washington, D.C. By the
Oh
time October
man,
came, he made good on his promise.
I know he
People were
man.
concerned, especially many black mayors across the
I'm trying to
nation.
make a.
Mayors in D.C., Baltimore, Chicago.
This wasn't the plan. This was not a planned video. It just I was testing my sound, and now it's becoming content because what are they talking about Atlanta? If you talking about Atlanta, what world?
The arguments were, hey, violent crime is coming down in comparisons to the years past. And this is true. Violent crime typically has gone down in many of these black cities. But it didn't stop Donald Trump from sending the National Guard into Memphis. And of course, the criticism that came from the left, or the black left, was this was an act of racism. He's only doing this to black cities. And he's only doing this to basically become some sort of fascist government state. And that's what you were hearing. But what those same people didn't expect was that.
What is he talking about?
What else? But I will say thank you, Trump, for bringing these National Guards and doing what they're doing down here in Memphis right now.
That's Memphis. What that got to do with Atlanta? What that got to do with Atlanta, man? He just trying to gain some watch time because they ain't got nothing to do with Atlanta. He talking about Memphis. Yeah, they might have cleaned up Memphis. It might have cleaned, but what they got to do with Atlanta?
Now, this lady obviously talks about in this video that she is not loyal to any political party. She's not concerned about that. But she did say this on the caption to her TikTok video. She said, just to be able to sit on my porch and not worry, straight bullets, is amazing. Memphis safe again. Hashtag Memphis. Now, this is a lady is concerned about her children. She is concerned about her own safety. And I mean, she bought a house in this neighborhood, so it's normal to be concerned about the biggest investment you would ever make.
Man, I had the damn.
However,
He said something about Atlanta.
happened with people on social media. This lady, who is a victim of Memphis crime.
Man, what the hell he talking about, bro? You know what he talking about Atlanta? Let me see. That's all I want to know. I understand he being broad on the topic, but what he got to do with Atlanta? What's up, son?
What's my pants?
On that chair, ain't it? Man, Oshay, I'll be rocking with Oshay, but 17-minute long video talking about Memphis and like what he? Hold on. I already know where it's going. I'm testing out my microphone. As you see, I just uploaded some content about Sora, and I don't like the static, so I'm just gonna upload all the content just to let y'all know like how hard being self entrepreneur, investing in your own things, and what goes wrong with the equipment. Have the equipment break, you move, you think it worked, when you hook it up, it done broke because it done moved. Like all kinds of things go wrong, and just So I just want people to know the hard work and dedication, knowing that each second costs when you in the studio. Every single second costs you in there. So you can't afford to just waste the time, because stuff is expensive, man. For real, man. But I ain't want to carry on, but I do want this to be a learning experience for people that want to podcast, and they think they got easier setups, but the setup, like how mine is, I can talk and show what I want to show. I can bring people on, but my equipment, I want to better it, and I got the equipment, but I'm not gonna sit there and try to do all kind of repair work on microphones and things like that. Like, test this out, man, because I do repair work as well, and it's just like I'm trying to do a business and put together these websites that for stuff, and learn the new technology that comes out at the same time, because the technology changed so much, from when I went to school and learned some of this stuff. But it's still HTML, CSS, like all that stuff, same structure, but it's new frameworks that people use. But anyway, what is Oshay talking about in his video? Because I'm gonna drop it too. Because what is he talking about, man? About Atlanta. He said something about Atlanta, but I'm mobile. I can go anywhere and work. But I'm right here in Atlanta, my headquarters.
Politics than to be loyal to the safety of men, women, and children in Black America. That's hard. Atlanta is not as dangerous as Memphis, but it does have its problems. It is the most influential city in the South, and one of the most influential cities in Black America. And Atlanta is uniquely different for this problem.
I see a lot of people, they be calling me, asking me like, oh, what's a good area to live in Atlanta? And honestly, nowhere. If you look at the crime rate, you're trying to figure out where you're going to stay based off the crime rates, stop. Okay, just stop. My mother lives in Buckhead, across from the Huntley. A lot of people know where that is. A lot of celebrities live in the Huntley, and you can see the Huntley from my mother's balcony. And a block away, somebody was murdered in the middle of the street.
Now, I've never been to Memphis. What I typically hear about Memphis crime is that it's typically contained in certain areas of the city. I've heard about North Memphis. I've heard about South Memphis. What I have not heard about Memphis is a lot of crime in some of the more exclusive areas. I mean, obviously, I've heard about things happening on Beale Street, but as far as the upper middle class neighborhoods, I typically don't hear that.
So, like, if National Guard, even National Guard being anywhere, like, does that even affect people daily commute? Are they like, what's going on with that? Are they like are they, instead of seeing police at roadblocks where you see tanks and stuff, you know what I'm saying? What's going on? Like, you want to pull up on a roadblock and see a tank, you know what I mean, aimed at you, you know what I mean? Or that's what's going on. Like, let me know. Like, do I have to make a follow-up video on that? And I hope my microphone work, because wait.
But the difference with Atlanta is it tends to be dangerous from what I hear in all the places, even in expensive sections of the town, like Buckhead. And this is something that this young man is mentioning. And not too long ago, a lady went viral in Atlanta for mentioning this.
So I want to say, before y'all start dragging her or anything, just think about what you're going to say, because y'all dragged me for 2 years on TikTok, the Shade Room, the news, and Facebook, everywhere else that video was posted. I laughed about it because I don't take stuff seriously, but she's already going through a hard time losing 1,100. The last thing she needs is for y'all to troll her or come at her sideways and try to act like she's dumb, because she wasn't dumb. She was just trying to be considerate and trying to be kind.
This lady went viral all over social media. Now, there's a situation, and I believe it's now happening in Memphis, with the so-called water boys. These are young kids who are what it seems to be hustling traffic and they're coming up to your windows, asking you, do you want to buy water? And at first, people were just supporting these kids, giving them some money because they were trying to work. But what has happened now is that some people don't carry cash, and then some people are giving these kids their cell phones.
Let me see.
Instead of them, putting in $1 or $2, they're putting in $1,100 or $200 using your Face ID to scam you. And this is something that's really unsettling because a lot of people are just trying to support these young black men or these young kids and trying to help their entrepreneurial career. That's what it is, right? They're just trying to help them, but in the city of Atlanta, there's nothing being done to get rid of these water boys. They are not trying to basically stop these kids from doing this. And I know that every water boy may be doing this, but this is something that's happening. But do you know what else is happening?
I give any money to the water boys. They just stole $1,100 from me, sent $1,100 from my cash app to theirs. I literally had $2 on there. They changed it and sent $1,100 to them. It was a lot of boys on a scooter, on them damn lime scooters. But that's okay. I got the police right here. I hope
So what's going on, man? They already got everybody.
I need to put them hoes under the jail. $1,100, bitch.
This is another lady that was hit with a...
Man, you let somebody get $1,100. That's on you, bro. You crazy. Ain't no way somebody get my phone punching in no numbers. You stupid as hell. Bro, you crazy. And you can just run off. That's done. That's crazy. But you still got to use your face to approve it. Like, even if they got what? That's crazy. They punch it in and give it to you while you give your phone up. That sounds like a scam by itself. Like, folks just be wanting attention, bro. Like, I don't even, you know what I'm saying? She might have made a fake ass report. Like, if she a goofy, that's all.
Water was in, and she was ridiculed, just like the other lady. Again, these are listen to what I'm saying. It's cowardly to do something like this to women. I don't give a damn what you say, all right? If people are out there scamming women, especially women are trying to help these young...
These motherfuckers doing shit, Trump. Come to Atlanta, National Guard. Come on. Get these young out of here. Get these white kids out of here. Come on. Come on. National Guard, I see the work you doing in Memphis. I'm not one of them because I'm a black man. I'm a black man. I ain't like these other. I don't give a about all that what the nigga say. I care about me walking outside, walking my dog without having to walk with a goddamn pew.
This guy is asking Donald Trump, please send the National Guard into Atlanta. And he mentions the same things that these other ladies are mentioning in the city of Memphis. Now, he doesn't know these people. He probably never watched their videos, but he's mentioning some of the same things that are important. Number one, the current black leadership has done nothing to protect the community. This is an older black man, and I'm pretty sure you have younger blacks who feel the same way. He doesn't feel that he can go outside and he needs to have a gun just to walk down the street. I mean, it's the same thing that this woman is saying. And I'm going to tell you, I lived in Poland. Poland had a certain level of racism towards blacks. But one thing I can tell you about living in Poland, at any given time, I could walk outside of my house at 4, 5, 6 in the morning, never fearing any sort of danger, never fearing for my life, And that was something that was very, very interesting. I could go out at any time of the night and not feel anything, despite knowing that Poland could be a place where it was prejudice, all right? That was something that I knew. But imagine living in Atlanta, spending a lot of money for a home in the community, and you feel unsafe. And then the leaders that are talking about what they're going to do, they'll produce. And then when somebody wants to come in and fix it, that person is now considered to be a racist. Let me let you in on a secret. If that person who is a racist would come in and clean up the crime, and that person doesn't experience that, I'm going to tell you, it's going to come a time where that person don't give a damn if that person is racist or not. Woo! The real problem they're gonna have is with you. You wanna know why they're gonna have a problem with you? And I'm talking to people on the Black Democratic left.
Man, these folk cap, bro. Yeah, I'm in Atlanta, nigga. I mean, it's opportunity out here to a handful, man. Like, come on, bro. How much funding do it take to send out a guard and house these people full-time salary? How much that costs? These people not, these guards not homeless. You feel me? These guards have families. And I guarantee these guards' wife ain't working. You feel me? Like, come on now. These folks taking care of, this is where is money coming from to do all this. But this same money can go to programs to help businesses like mine. I don't get no help. Like, my microphone broke like hell, and I'm trying to get the money. My power bill crazy. Y'all understand? Everything high is crazy. And like, I feel like, you get priced out the market. That's not a good feeling when you working, doing everything you know how to do. Everything you know how to do. And it's like, you being legit, doing everything you know how to do. I mean, I'm over here doing podcasts, setting up interviews on the phone. I still got, you know what I mean? I'm doing all kinds of stuff, and I thank the Most High for giving me the energy to do it, but like, come on now. Ain't nothing been no handout, ain't no grants, and you know what I mean? But they can send a guard, National Guard. They can fund a group, let's say 100 freaking National Guard men. Like, come on now. Fund their whole family in multiple states. But can't fund a grant program to get these young guys into some type of habilitation to goddamn. Man, come on, man. These folk problem and a fake solution, bro. That, like, come on now. These folk created made in America, bro. Everybody out here made in America, bro. We out here watching the video, made in America, bro. They're giving us all this technology to distract. It's cool. I like the technology. I use it myself. But like, real issues, like trying to start from nothing, you know what I'm saying? When folks have a over 400-year head start. You know what I'm saying? I say, like, bruh, trying to get my folks to even know about business was a whole nother struggle. Like, that right there was a whole nother battle right there to even them to know that option, because I was one of the generation that kind of took that gamble and went another direction to see, you know what I mean? To see. It's I just want to pray on live right now, man. Just to think back and reminisce, bro. So many. Just like, goddamn, that story about the Great Wall of China, how it took so many people to make, so many people men had to sacrifice, that they died building a wall, and instead of giving them burial, they just build a wall on top of them. You feel me? And kept going. That's crazy to even think about, but that's how America is, bro. People just if you live long enough, man, you'll see how America is, bro. You will see people just passing, just going to the next life, and all for the greater future of humanity, of America, which is like, what type of future is we going to and headed to, where these folks don't care about your health. They don't care about much of nothing, bro. They just care about their wealth and taking children and crap. You know what I mean? Like, come on now, y'all. Like, but let me see. I already know where he's going, Oshay.
Because you don't provide the solutions to these people
Man,
in the black community. So they're not getting anything with you. In other words, we're tired of you. All right, we've been voting for you in Detroit. We've been voting for you in Chicago. We've been voting for you in Memphis. And every time
Are you talking about the leaders?
you give us nothing. And then once we see some element of change, and we want that for our kids and family and our investment, all of a sudden, we the problem, okay? And see, this is why so many black people, especially in black America, start becoming the quote-unquote raccoons. Because in order for you to be a pro-black, or you to be down with the cause, you by nature have to defend black dysfunction. It's the same thing that goes on in the Pan-African community, and we deal with scammers, we deal with liars, we deal with people like Dr. Umar who take advantage of people. And if you call him out and blame him for the things that he does, all of a sudden you a CIA agent, you work for the white man, and the only way to really be concerned with the black struggle is to defend everything that somebody does that harms black people that don't make no damn sense. And if you can't blame it on the people that are committing these crimes, then let's go out there and blame white supremacy. Now I want to just talk about this. White supremacy is real and real indeed. But everybody has a choice. We had white supremacy in the 50s and 60s when blacks were really struggling in this country and really didn't have an opportunity. But you know what? We could not excuse that for acting a fool. Okay? Your parents still taught you what you're supposed to do. We have more marriages. We don't have something that we had back then, which is accountability, which means that I can control myself. My circumstances don't define me. That doesn't give me the right to go out here and tear up people's stuff or to tear up stuff in my community. That don't give me a fundamental right to do that. But what happens now is that these black people who want a better life for themselves in safety and enjoy their own neighborhoods and enjoy their kids, these mothers and some of these men, we saw a brother that was talking about that. No, all of a sudden they are wrong. And every time I saw a person that was, appreciating Donald Trump for bringing the National Guard in, that person was a raccoon or that person was an agent. And it wasn't like that person was talking down on the black community. It wasn't like that person was saying that white people are smarter or blacks are silly or blacks are lazy. That person wasn't stating that. Their argument was the National Guard is making our community safe and we like it, which means the National Guard can do it, our mayors in our city can do it, but they don't want to do it. And we've been pleading with these people to make things happen in our community, and obviously they don't want to do it. So please, Donald Trump, can you come to Atlanta? And do you want to know what that means? Without white people, black people cannot solve their own issues. If you don't come out here, Mr. White Man, we're not going to have the ability to solve stuff for ourselves. And you already heard what the sister was saying in the beginning. She called out specifically black male political leadership for not doing anything to protect black women, which means that whatever these men say or politicians say, we can't believe it because they are liars. And what happens is that people who live through this turmoil, people who live unsafe,
going through.
eventually sell out to the other side. And once they start talking like Candace Owens or start talking like Officer Brandon Tatum, then you're going to call them a sellout and all of this. But no, I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. Sometimes we create our own sellouts. And that's not even my own ideology. I want to give a shout out to Brother George Macon on the Street Media channel. He said something I will never forget. We create our own raccoons. And until black America want to put their face to the mirror and understand that, what we don't do, this is going to be a problem. There is no way that people in the black community should be asking for the National Guard to come in and stop crime when you have these black black mayors who already said they were gonna do that. It's incredible. Then he comes in and all of a sudden the Pookies don't want to come outside. It just goes to show you that you guys had the power to do it the entire time, and you don't do it or you're incompetent. And I'll tell you like this, a lot of black leadership is incompetent. Nobody wants to deal with it. People are tired, and people are going to start looking for other solutions. And unfortunately, they're not going to care if that person is going to be racist or not. Because you know what? If that person can keep their kids safe, if that person can keep the streets clean, if that person can make situations where there's more investment in their community, self-preservation is going to work over political affiliation 100% of the time. Because all they're going to see is, yeah, I'm Democrat, but I can't go down the street at night. Yeah, I'm this, but I can't do this. What do you think eventually will happen? So guys, we think your boy Oshay D. Jackson back at it again with a
Okay. I get what O'Shea's saying. I get what he's saying. He's saying that the mayors, they getting all this politician money and all this campaign, people voting in these different cities and for a change, and basically they just taking the money and running with it, and now take somebody another skin complexion to come through and do it when they can't even do it themselves with all the unlimited budget. You feel me? So that is a topic right there. Like, I hope this thing really recording. I'm testing my mic. Like I say, if y'all watch this long in the video, appreciate watching. And y'all, if you don't know Oshay, follow his page, everything right there. You feel me? Everything right there on the video. And hopefully this video recorded. Hopefully the sound came through smooth. Hopefully I gotta redo my sword. I gotta redo so much content. But yeah, that is some content right there. I mean, everything is content. So I'm just trying to get everything together. I'm an engineer. As problems happen, I jot them down or whatever. Sometimes I tend to forget. Like, I forgot about that microphone, and I did some troubleshooting things to fix it. But if you know about this microphone, this blue mic, send me a DM. 'Cause I think send me a message at Blue if y'all want to sponsor me. I'm taking sponsorships, all that. I'm taking sponsorship. I do repair work on all type of things, like everything. Everything. I have to even repair my tattoo machine. You feel me? Like, I need to tune it up. I got to tune my car up. It's so much to tune up. Cars. First, you got to tune your body. You got to tune your tools that you use. Everything got to be tuned. Welding. The freaking your power tools, freaking car engine. If you do tattoo, you got to tune your tattoo machine. You got to tune your Pro Tools. You got to tune your software. You got to tune your podcast equipment. You got to tune. You got to tune your kids. You got to, man. You just don't understand what it takes. You gotta, and I not just, I say kids. You feel me? Plural. So yeah, man. Somebody in Atlanta with a business, I mean, like, I walk around like I feel at home. Like I don't go nowhere I don't supposed to be. You really I ain't, you know what I mean? Everywhere I'm at, I already got the green light to be there. You know what I mean? So I feel safe, and I go all through here, and I don't know. I mean, you hear about stuff happening. It's unfortunate, and that's everywhere. You know what I mean? Like, the solution. I mean, yeah, there's libraries. But I went to the library to get some content, and the content kind of outdated. You feel me? So, I mean, like, they got YouTube now, so I mean, it's opportunity, because I'm making opportunity. You know what I mean? I make opportunity, and using it, you know. So you just really gotta find what you into. Like everybody can't do the same thing, cause like right now I need a plumber. You feel me? I need a plumber. I got several plumber jobs I need done. Plumber. I need HVAC. Yep. I need electrician. Need an electrician on deck. Yep. Shoot, I need another programmer on deck. Shoot, I need a lot. You know what I'm saying? I need a lot. You know, I need a lot. Sponsorship, I'm doing a lot. My in-house. So, like, yeah, I'm trying my best ability to give y'all this content and let y'all learn from my mistakes so y'all don't have to go through my mistakes. Like, you know, I done changed my whole life up from, you know, being my adolescent, you know, and so I know it's possible. Even if you got an F on your report card, you can still make something of yourself. And it's like I'm setting up interviews. I'm hoping they don't mess up my interview. You know what I mean? I'm setting up interviews while I'm making podcasts, testing my microphone. I don't even know if my microphone work. You know what I'm saying? I might be done with the video and then didn't record nothing, no kind of sound or nothing, man. That just, and then I'd be like, it's a learning process. I used to just let it beat me up and be like, damn, bro, ain't nothing right. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing right. Like this raw content right here, like, but that's how life is. You got to get it right, and you got to document what happened. So, you know, just like in the system, you know what I'm saying? In the system, whether the chain gang or the prison or whatever, you know, they log everything that happened. Everything that it got to get logged. You feel me? Like just like with the programs, when you're writing software, you got to check the log, see what's going on, what happened, and know how to debug it. You feel me? It a lot of stuff can, you know, yeah. You see similarities in everything in life. That's wild though, finding how logs are everywhere. You know what I mean? From logging software to logging inmates and all kinds of. But yeah, man, we on the free world, gaining this knowledge, man, doing engineer stuff, raising kids, and he said something about Atlanta, so I had to like, oh, well, let me see what's going on. You know what I mean? Let me see what he talking about Atlanta though. You know. But yeah, man, like, comment, subscribe. We out.